Hi, hello everyone. Once again, welcome to the channel. This is your Shiva Satiswaram. And today we are discussing about not a normal issue. Of course, about the international issue. It is in Afghanistan about Taliban. So recently, that we have heard in the news that Taliban has restricted women to not to educate and also restricted them to not have windows to their rooms, where the women will stay. So this has given me an idea to think and make sure scientifically that is women, when we restrict women of not exposure, do it really matters for men, or do it really matters for the society, or the rapes or the harassment which are doing all the time over women, can they decline? So let us go deep down into the situation. So first of all, just go for a two ideas, where we let us assume two girls, who are traditionally grown up and who are scientifically grown up, and I'm speaking about the education. It might be empowerment, or it might be evolution. So at first, let us take an innocent girl who is at a town or a village. She brought and born up with her family. So she has raised by not knowing anything about the world, outside world. She only knows how to cook, how to sweep, and how to clean the house, and she knows only about the traditional values, just going to the temples and just sitting, putting her head down and not observing anything around her. And she knows that her main job is that to give birth to children. This is the kind of mindset that she is in. So of course parents have brought up that girl really well. She knows about everything in her home, but not about the outside world. So one day she got married. His husband is a good one. So at the start of the marriage, every man will be a good person. So the the family is going around really well. And after some time, after 2 years, the husband has really adopted his drinking habit. So he has started drinking. He has coming to the home daily and harassing her wife. She don't know anything to do. She is calling her mother. She is calling her parents, and they are saying, it is your home now, it is your husband now, you have to take care of him, and take care of your children. So fortunately she had a girl child as well. So daily he is coming to the home, he is beating her, and even her child was suffering through it. So one day, unfortunately, her husband has got hit by a lorry in an accident, and he got died. At an age of 25, she became a widow, and according to the traditions of mostly of any religion, they will say to that widow woman that just go and sit at a corner of the room and don't think about anything else, just think about your children. And due to this kind of traditional values, people are coming outside home. Sometimes they are harassing the woman, sometimes they are saying about the sexual assault on her. She is not knowing anything about what to do, because she is an innocent woman. So one day, fine day, her girl has grown up, and her girl are going to a market, and they are buying vegetables also. So taking that the vulnerable situation of that family, some rowdies or some persons who are unlikely to them, they came in and they have exploited the weakness of them, and they have took the child apart and the woman apart, and they raped her brutally. So this is what happens. Not all in all cases. I'm just spoken about one case of such. So this is one kind of situation. And the second one, let us go into the second. The second one, here a girl has born to a family. Her parents are so strong and so strict about her education that she has to know each and everything about the society, and also she has to educate from the first class to the PGs, post graduation. So she has learned from everything. She knows how to read, she knows how to learn, she knows about the societal values, she knows how the some of the traditions in any religion are exploiting the women. And she is starting to speak about the people. It's just she started to speak about the society and the norms and the traditions with a vocal voice, with a strong intent and integrity on her. So even she has educated with a good sense, and some fine day she got married. And of course it is an arranged marriage, so she has respected her parents. So she has got married to her husband, and on the same lines, husband here as well has got died due to an accident. So here how she reacts, how this education woman reacts. Of course she has a girl child as well, but how she raises. She straight away use her education to grab up all the insurances of her husband, and put an economical stable family. And she is working woman, and she has that nurturing network, where she can explain her problems to her colleagues or to her friends and get help from them. So on a fine day, the same the they went to a market. Now someone has exploited about their weakness, but this lady didn't feared about anything else. She just slapped the man and said, woman body is not for only for sex." So from then, she got a complaint in a police station, and she complained about them, and she has opened upon many social networking sites about it. Might be YouTube, it may be Twitter, or it may be anything. And she started giving emotional and awareness about what women problems are and how to overcome those problems. So two situations have been given here. So let us understand what helps for a society, a woman in a society. We will have our daughters, we will have our wife, we will have our mother in the society. Now how she has to think, about the not about the fair things, but she has to think about the dare and the dashing things in a sustainable manner, what works for the family. So how that comes in, it comes through the education, it comes to the cognitive analysis of the person. For that, from the childhood, the woman has to get education, the woman had to get empowerment, they have to evaluate from their minds, and so the education have to be the primary thing for any kind of person, any person in the society, especially for the women. Just educate them, employ them, and empower them. These are the 3 E's for a woman to work out in the society. And then we will understand, if a woman is working, the perception of a man changes. The perception will come into the place that she is useful for this kind of work. She is a doctor, she is an engineer, she is a teacher, she is anything, chartered accountant, she is a software engineer. It comes to this kind of mindset. But when women aren't working, the mindset of, let us think, if the 50% of the women, or the 80% of the women are the household workers, what the man thinks. The man thinks that they are only for the sexual things. It is not a right idea, or it's not a right mindset anywhere in the world. Women contributes about 50% of the population, most of the countries. Leaving them out of the workforce, it will create only 50% of the workforce of a nation is working. That means no nation in the world gonna develop from this kind of workforce. So it is so important that to educate and also employ them, because the mindset of a man is the key here in any kind of sexual assault on a woman. It's not about the dress. The studies have shown that it's not about the dress, it's about the mindset of a man that creates the whole chaos around the world, around the environment where the women are existing. So let us deep dive into the system, deep dive into the question straight away again, that what do it causes, is the dressing of a woman causes the rapes or the sexual assault on them? The straight answer is no. It's not about the dress of the woman. Of course, we have that culture. We have the culture to what are the limitations of the woman, but it's not only about the dress of a woman. Let us take the Nirbhaya case. What she is wearing. She isn't wearing anything that not a normal woman wears. No, it's not a thing that a heroine or a club dancer wears. No, she is just wearing, normal person is wearing. It's just like a Punjabi dress. So it's not about age, or it's not about the dress. It's about the man and how he treats the woman. So if you're gonna educate the men as well, the boys as well, how to treat a woman and how to see a woman, from the childhood, from the culture of the home, that really it recreates the world, and also it declines the rapes and the sexual assaults which are happening over women. So when it comes to Taliban, it's not at all an ideal one. It's not at all an ideal society, because the suppression on anything, it's suppression on the gender, suppression on a caste, suppression on a religion never gives a right result. Suppression is always creates the revolution. So don't really forget it. So just try to think about how to develop the nation, how to put them, how to bring women into the workforce. If the women are working in a workforce, it might be a service sector, it might be an industrial sector or an agriculture sector, it will boost the economy as well. So these are the kind of systems that a country have to think, and of course our country India is thinking. So thank you once again. So let us come back with another video. Hope you enjoy our videos. Thank you.